real deep cool. Taking care of some business today. Gotta run around, gotta do this, gotta do that. Nothing changes with the traffic. Nothing changes whether I'm going to work or whether I'm just in the car taking care of business. These folks still can't drive. They let people just get all in front of them, and then I end up being behind. And I'm not even going anywhere. But I do have some things I want to take care of. Got a lot of things to do today. Gotta take advantage, because hopefully tomorrow I'll be back at work, working some OT. You're feeling me? So, with that in mind, oh gosh, it just should not. It should just be me on the road. Everybody else gotta like stay home. Anyway, I'm happy because my cards came in yesterday, and basically I don't need to hear feedback because I know what people want to say, but they don't understand the whole thing about these cards. First of all, it was a good price, and it's just about picture and name recognition. It's not about whether you can read the text. It's just facial and name recognition. This is all I needed it for. So those say, well, I can't even read the text. No, that's not because I didn't want you to read the text. And if you want to read the text, that means you just got to squint to read it. But my phone number is so small because I don't want anybody to have my phone number that if they really want my phone number, they would have to just look down at it. The whole thing is facial and name recognition. That's all I need right now. Anybody else know what I'm doing? It's on Facebook. You go to my webpage, www.hollowmedia.com, or simple, www.RaJuR.net. And you can really see what's going on. So everybody know that. But this is just to show what my new promotion is going to be, my advertising promotion. This won't be a part of the advertising promotion. But again, name and facial recognition. That's all this is for, okay? All right. Because I know how y'all get, I can't read. No, look, come on now, stop it. Stop it. When you see this, from now on, you know it's me. That's all you need. You can see the colors. You can see how it's going. You can see the CDs on the background. You can see that. And on the back of here is what I deal with when I'm talking about fragrances. And again, if you type in RaJuR Real Deep Cool, you will get to that right there with no problem, okay? So anyway, these are not my business cards. They're not business cards in a sense. They're more or less just cards for facial and name recognition, okay? Got them at a good price because I had the business, so I did that, all right? All right, we good with that? Thank you very much. All right, so anyway, we're keeping a pound in the day. All right, we listen to the Obvious CD right now, and we listen to the title song, The Obvious. And we're going to keep pushing that. We are getting ready to get the promotion started, except I still need another month because I need to make sure some other things are worked out, financially and everything, of course. I know I'm doing this myself. Money out of my pocket, like everything else. Like my shows, like, when I sell CDs and sell them 3 for $10 instead of 1 for $10. When I have like 100 songs on them, it don't matter to me, man. It's just, and ladies, it's about name recognition. It's about this. Not about me making money and becoming rich. It's about people liking my music, liking my songs, liking what I'm about. And just supporting the brother trying to do something. I'm not trying to, I don't have a problem with people trying to like do stuff and have you buy things. I mean, that's entrepreneurship. You're supposed to do that. But sometimes you don't always have to look at it for money. You can look at this for thankfulness in a sense. You've been given a gift. Sometimes you can't. I mean, that's why guys become philanthropists. They make all this money. They give sometimes more money away than they had because, not more than they had, but they give away a lot of money because they can't even use all that money. For me, I give my music away because what I'm going to do with the music? Just listen to it by myself? So sometimes I'll just give it away. I don't have a problem with that, because that's what I do. That's what I'm here to work. I'm here not to be slothful. I'm here to make sure I take my behind to work, be responsible, and do the best I can to make sure I'm doing the right thing. That's what I'm here for. If I can make a little money, that's fine, but I'm not here to be rich. You know what I mean? Easy for a camel to get through the needle. It's easier for the camel to get through the eye of a needle than a man to get into heaven. Always remember that. More money, more problems. You see it for yourself. You have all the money in the world. Next thing you know, you're down to zero. Now who are you? You ain't know how to survive. Because you just never kept it real. I keeps it real. You see what I'm saying? I keeps it real. Enough of that. All right, so like I said, I'm going down here. I got to take care of some biz. know, I gotta do some promoting things. I gotta pass out some cards to some people, and I gotta go to the bank. Oh man, why did I go this way? I know I had to go to the bank. I gotta go to the bank, get some loot out, take care of some other business. I got a lot of things to do. Might do a little Bloomingdale stop by. You know, I gotta go to Walmart, pick up some water, or maybe ShopRite, get some water. You know, things that I have to do on my days off. I had to go to give me some of that Tom's the Main natural soap. I ran out. Gotta give me some toothpaste. So that means a visit to. What does that mean, a visit to? That's a visit to. I'm sorry, y'all. That's a visit to not Whole Foods, but Trader Joe's. So I gotta do that. So I'm running around, doing a lot of running around. But I'm not here just to talk about what I'm doing and whatever. I'm talking about. I talked about dating yesterday, and so on and so forth. And my man wanted to know about that. And then he said, well, yo, how do I get along with people when I'm the only person of color in the area? All right, this is how you do it. Because it's not a big deal, but you have different components. Sometimes you might run into a racial component. It just depends on where you are. You got to know the people. You got to know the people around you. And then once you know the people around you, then you have to put yourself in a position of getting to know at least one that you can trust. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying one as far as an individual, whoever it is. I think my man lives in Europe. So it's not about being an individual just finding a guy, but it's all about finding somebody you can befriend and knowing they got your back. So if you run into a little problem, then you got somebody to handle your back. You hope you'll be strong enough so if you when you run across the opposition in a particular situation, maybe this guy can be the one to say, yo, man, chill, that's my boy. You know what I mean? Dave Chappelle said it best. And this is not, again, a racial component, but Dave Chappelle said it best. Every brother should have a white friend. So when you get pulled over by the cops, you got somebody that can possibly kind of, minimize the trouble you're going to be in if you did something crazy. You know what I mean? So, and it's true. I mean, and, as a European or Caucasian, whatever, and you kind of live in the hood, that particular situation adapts well most of the time that I've seen. I've met a couple of Caucasians that lives in the hood per se. And they just flow right in because the thing about folks of color is we know what went down. We know who evil and who not evil. We know what happened to our ancestors. We know all that. And we know ain't nothing coming back from it, but there's more strife and strain. You know what I mean? So instead of trying to hate everybody, so if a Caucasian person move into the neighborhood and they try to get along, then they get along. If they move into the neighborhood saying, oh, you can't sit on my stoop and you can't sit here and sit that, then it's different. Spike Lee movie addresses it, Do the Right Thing. So I'm not saying anything out of ordinary. It addresses tensions between people who refuse to let things go and then other people who want to let stuff go like that and try to become valuable members of the community no matter who they meet and who they live around. So if you're living around a lot of Europeans and you're the only person of color in there, yo, man, grab you somebody, befriend somebody that's cool, right? Probably interested in what you're interested in. You're in college, so that automatically gives you one. And just make sure he ain't in a fraternity like the CAE fraternity. I'm just saying. So you do that, and then you know how to get along with people. I mean, you know how to get along with people. So being that you know how to get along with people, do what you do best. Be yourself, man. And let people do what they got to do within themselves. If they want to be all crazy and acting a fool or whatever, and want to be racial and racist or whatever, let them do that. Just move away from it. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. If a Caucasian person called me a nigga, I'm calling him a nigga back. That's all that is. And then I just gotta be ready to squabble. If you want to squabble, want to squabble. You know what I mean? The reality of it is that ain't nobody gonna do you one-on-one most of the time. So you need to just back off, catch that person on the single, and say, now that you ain't with your boys, what's up? That's what you gotta do. You gotta do that with everybody, really. That's what people of color too. Dudes ain't fighting no more. They pulling out guns and knives or whatever the bull crap. It's like, yo, wait till I catch you by yourself, homie. I mean, you still got to worry about the repercussions when you whip that ass later on, but it's what it is. You can't let nobody take your gum. You know what I mean? I don't care who it is. Caucasian, racist, whatever. I mean, my thing is people walk down the middle of the street, man. Like the other day, I was leaving a job. I was coming up the ramp. And these 3 young boys, colored boys, people of color boys, was walking down the ramp like they didn't want to move. Dog, I went straight up in their grill. Dude like jumped out the way. I'm like, yo, get out the way. What made you think that I'm gonna move my car out the way so you and your boys can walk three across coming down the ramp? That's a ramp for cars. You can't walk single and come down the ramp. You can't see me coming and move out the way, dog. So it don't matter who it is. I'm telling you, man. But where I have a little bit of where I have some kind of expertise with this is, at 6 or 7 years old, my father moved us into an all Italian Greek neighborhood. You know what I mean? In fact, we bought our house from an Italian and Greek. I think it was a mixed couple. So I was raised around there for a good 4 or 5 years until people of color started moving around there and folks of non-color started moving out. I mean, they didn't move out because we were there, of course, because we were valuable members of the community. My dad had a job and he had a business. And that's why we was able to move there and move in that particular situation. Not only that, I mean, we got along fine. You know what I mean? It wasn't no problem. And then when I was later on, when I got married and I moved out of North Philly, I moved up into Rising Sun and Alcott. And we're the second people of color on that block. And got along just fine. My neighbors were Caucasian. Neighbors on the other side was Caucasian. Got along with them. If I went to the store after they want something, if I weed whacked my lawn, I weed whacked their lawn. That's how you get along, man. People, what you got to deal with people who don't want to get along with you. And you just stay away from them folk. That's all. But always have somebody who you do get along with in that particular situation. That way, bam, you got somebody who got your back, hopefully. And if that's the case, man, if you got to stay by yourself, then stay by yourself. That goes for women, too. If you got to stay by yourself, dog, stay by yourself, man. Don't worry about hustling these honeys, man. You know, a lot of them pains in them behind, and some of them aren't. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. What it comes down to, people are freaking people, man. And you just got to deal with people. And it don't matter whether it's a woman, whether it's Caucasian, man, whether it's Japanese, whatever, man. Whatever the deal is, you got to deal with people, man. So if your people skills are up and you know how to speak to people in different vernaculars, if you say, yo, homie, what's up? Holla at your boy. I'm trying to get at you with that. Or you can say, yo, nice to meet you. I would like to make your acquaintance. If you can do that, because like they say, people of color are always multilingual, bilingual. Business, trying to get a job, and hang around the hood. You know, we got to be. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not, those who are not, they fall by the wayside and they end up doing other stuff. RaJuR Real Deep Cool, holla at my boy, addressing that situation, man. Be you, man. Don't bow down to nobody. I don't care. Caucasian brothers, keep your head up, man. Do your thing. Do your thing as a person, man. Do the best you can, man. And just, pray on it, homie. I gotta go. RaJuR Real Deep Cool, got business to take care of. Holla at y'all, man. What? What's your problem? I know you ain't got a problem because I don't give you no problems. I just give you a little something to talk about. Tobacco Vanille, might as well mention that. Tobacco Vanille is on the skin by Tom Ford. Get you some of that. That's some tobacco and vanilla and some cherry. There's a couple others that's kind of like that, variations you can buy. You can get Parfums de Marley, Harriet, that got that vibe. Or you get Terry Mugler's, he got that Pure Havana, that has that vibe too. You get a little bit cheaper vibe. You can buy, I don't know, it's this particular store selling, I forgot what it is. It's downtown in Philly, but it's this big joint like that. They have like a tobacco vanilla flavor. And you can also get Odibo, which is a part, I don't know if they even have Odibo anymore. But that's part of the La Acetan. You can pick that up, all right? I'm out. I got to go to the bank. Take care of business. Peace.